fight we face. We live in the trenches, where pain is the price you pay to keep your place. But I will be champion, in a ring that won't let you quit. And I will be champion, in a world that doesn't care one bit. When we played by the rules, you just turned your head. But now we'll play dirty and leave your mind scarred instead. Shock, 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 shock.
En el ring como fuego, con más pasión. Sazon, sazón, talentosos es la revolución. Con fuerza y ritmo dominamos el show. Latinoamérica y tu corazón, ya tú lo sabes, bro. Somos los dueños del juego, caminando con fuego. En español y en inglés, Sazon, talentosos que nivel celeste. Yo soy la.
Welcome to another electrifying night of Supernova Wrestling Shock. We are coming to you live from the sold-out O-Main Studios in Portland, Maine. And Tony, tonight the stakes couldn't be any higher.
Sun and moon, watch the June, no time to lose.
It's getting comfy, you're on cloud 9, no 2K, but the story's my ride. Up high, to the sky.
Not
the tweets believe that achievement spreading these wings, bringing the sauce and the seasons, coming for everything. All the fixins, fixing a fight or flight, take flight when I fight. So either way, the birds flip the words right. You heard I'm the one they flock with, the one they flap to, right like a tattoo.
We're talking about a tournament that can launch careers, define legacies, and tonight, the Warriors are fighting for their spot.
I'm a big man, lift the weight.
First qualifier match underway. Here we go. Thompson, the Cardinals, getting the crowd excited.
Bailey St. Jacques, what a matchup. Tony Jones here, the big man himself, excited to be back here on Shock. It's a sold-out O-Main Studios as these two wrench each other in the center of that ring.
Tony, it's a matchup of raw strength on the side of Avery Pérez versus the speed and athleticism of the Cardinal. I think we're in for a real treat here tonight.
The Cardinal had that headlock locked in hard, a huge shoulder tackle. Did you see how hard he went down in the middle of that ring? Quick feet there. Oh, blocking that.
Oh, look at that toss.
Successful. And another one for
right
good
on
measure.
cue, Tony. I'm talking about athleticism. We're seeing it right away here off the gates
What
from the
a
Cardinal.
splash right into that corner.
Oh,
Wow.
going for the neck once
That
again.
has to be it. Somehow a 2 count only, Bailey. I thought that was it right there. A textbook matchup in the middle of that ring, fairly called down the middle. The referee trying to do his job, trying to keep order as he goes from post to post, and another big splash from the Cardinal.
He's coming out hot here, Tony. He nearly had Avery Pérez down in the opening stanza of this match. But look out.
Oh, did you see that forearm right to the back of the head? You'll be seeing Tweety birds around your head after being hit like that. Oh, and the sign of disrespect, taking his boot right to the face, right to the mouth of the Cardinal. And now, Bailey, he's just choking him out. He's taunting him.
Yeah, he was posing to the camera there right after that series of huge curb stomps there by Avery Pérez. So he's not backing down from this challenge that the Cardinal is posing, and he's trying to impose his will here now, right in the corner.
And I know it's hard for the folks to hear fully how the audience seems solidly behind the Cardinal tonight, but you know how professional wrestling audiences are. That could change at any minute. And are we going to see, the slap reverberated throughout the arena on that chop as he takes him to the top of the turnbuckle. And it's going to be another one for good measure. I bet we're going to see. Oof. That will leave
vicious.
A red handprint in the middle of your chest. Cardinal getting the upper hand now. Is he going to return some chops for good measure? Yep. He got his receipt. He got his just desserts right here on Shock.
You could definitely tell he's drawing some energy from the crowd. They're trying to will him back into this thing. He had that hot start, and I think that with that little bit of adversity that Aries Perez put on him, I think he's starting to kind of find his stride again. And the crowd is definitely loving this. Like they've got his back all the way for the Cardinal.
And I don't think the ref quite saw when he went up with that hand. It almost looked like a thumb or a finger to the eye of the Cardinal. Looks like he may be a little blinded now. It seems like he can't really see what's going on. Oh,
yeah. Aries Perez is an athlete who's known to do kind of anything within his playbook, whether it's in the rule book or not, to try to secure a result here. So don't be too surprised if you see some sort of tactics like that being pulled out.
Shoulder block right to the midsection, right to the lower rib area. Another maneuver that'll knock the wind right out of you. And it looks like he's sizing him up. Oh, you could hear that kick reverberate throughout the arena.
Oh, my goodness. He sized up a huge drop kick.
Wow.
Is that going to do it? No, not quite. 1.5 count. Impressive work by the Cardinal to escape some heavy damage. The crowd loves that.
Listen
They're
to
all
the
on
crowd.
his side after an impressive.
The crowd is here solidly behind the Cardinal.
Oh,
double clothesline. Both men
clotheslining,
damage but there.
Some carnage on the ring right now, but who's going to be the first one to get up? And this might be a good opportunity for whoever gets up first to try to secure a pinfall on the opponent. Looks like it's the Cardinal Thompson who's trying to get to his feet first, but look out. See Perez now. He's kind of caught up, so I think we're going to go back to mano-a-mano. Oh, yeah, there's a clothesline and another one.
Spine buster in the center of the ring. This has to be it. 2 count. Wow. 2.5, maybe 2 3/4. That was almost it after landing that spine buster almost perfectly in the center of the ring, but it looks like the Cardinal might be ready to fly.
Look out, he's going airborne.
Those streamers gloriously glistening in the air. This has to be. Wow.
Oh, crowd's ready for that. He went for it all, but look out, huge right elbow.
Wow.
That's going to send him to the floor. Oh my goodness.
And that is it.
Tony, what a turnaround that was.
I mean, I had it all pinned for the Cardinal after he went to the top, after he jumped off that top turnbuckle, but he missed it in the momentum that he had behind him when he hit that ring. That worked in the favor as his opponent as he turned around and just hit him with that hard right and that hard forearm right to the face. That's when the Cardinal went down hard. It looks like the referee is even trying to revive the Cardinal.
Oh, look out. The fans got some words there for Aries Perez after that victory there. But I got to tell you, Tony, I think that the Cardinal just flew a little too close to the sun, and it didn't end up paying off here. Maybe telegraphed his move a little bit. Perez saw it coming, was able to dodge, and played it smart, and was able to kind of take advantage of the Cardinal sort of knocking himself down with the recoil damage.
The Cardinal was legitimately right up in the light fixtures this evening. Unbelievable. And you saw, that little interaction with the front row fans there. That is one of the best things about independent wrestling. You are in the action, almost in the action. I mean, you could see the thing that took place in that front row. You're not going to get that at any other places but here on Shock.
Yeah, and that could be you. If you got some words for the athletes, that's that could be your opportunity, and who knows, maybe it'll get you up in the ring. So Tony, I wanna tell everybody who's listening here tonight about our next event coming up here for Supernova Wrestling and Vortex present Over the Edge you want to tell us who these matchups are going to be? All right, looks like we have maybe some audio issues here, but looking forward to Over the Edge. We have Scarlet Maiden versus Cora Lane for our first headline match, and then second up we have Fly 9 Narega versus Richie Mack. Two huge, very exciting matches coming up for Over the Edge, so you're gonna want to stay tuned.
Halloween chaos. Halloween chaos. Halloween chaos. Supernova wrestling. It's almost time, kids. The clock is ticking. We are 233 days away from October 24th, 2025.
Out on the highway, the sun's sinking low. Boots on the pavement, got places to go. They say he's a legend, a man without fear. You hear the roar when Billy is near. He's got the heart of a lion, the soul of a king. And through fire and thunder, you'll hear the crowd sing. Brave Billy Avery, standing so tall, never backs down, never will fall. Through the storm and the fight, he'll light up the night. Brave Billy Avery, he's ready to brawl. Steel in his eyes, the past in his hands. Fought for the dream, now he makes his stand. The doubters all whisper, but he don't hear. His fist to the talking, his mission is clear.
Rolling in like thunder, stealing my veins. Built from the wreckage, forged in the flames. I ain't no savior, I ain't no saint. Just a man with a hammer in a world to break. Iron will, bloody hands, leave them buried where they stand. Ain't no savior, ain't no king. Just the sound of a bell when the war machine sings. Smoke on my breath, fire
And
in my
everyone,
eyes.
welcome to Shock.
Baptized in rust and baptized in lies. Whiskey burns deep, but it ain't as strong.
I am helping Bailey here at this match. Bailey, how do you feel about this match?
Adam, thank you for welcoming me back on. I am excited for this one. We got two real fan favorites coming into the ring. We got Billy Avery on one side. We got Julius Ironside Draeger on the other. This is. You thought the last one was strong. I think we're gonna have another really solid one for you here tonight. I think Billy Avery's probably got the crowd to his side. I know he's a quite a popular one with the fans, but
And Tony's
definitely,
back,
yeah,
guys.
definitely.
Here's Tony.
They let me back in the commentary booth. If you can believe it, Bailey, they kicked me out of here. They forgot that I had my union dues card. And I do believe we saw Billy Avery doing a little yodeling when this match started up as these two men circle each other like caged lions. We have a sizable difference in weight and physique here. Height, it's fairly matched up between these two men, but I have to give the advantage, the size advantage, and the strength advantage to Ironside.
Well, first off, welcome back, Tony. But yeah, excellent points there. I think what Billy Avery might not have in raw size over Ironside, I think he definitely does have in endurance and also just resilience. Like in a lot of the matches I've watched of him, he has a really impressive ability, I think, to take some punishment, take some shots, and just be able to will his way back up and keep going. So I'm curious if this is going to be a war of attrition that we're going to see here tonight.
And it is
just to remind you all,
it is a fair one-on-one matchup. You know, a lot of these guys, they travel in stables, they travel in groups, they have other folks at ringside. Tonight here on Shock, it is mano a mano. It is one-on-one as these guys lock up in the center of the ring. Misses that, a clothesline attempt. Avery goes down hard. It looks like he's gonna lock in. He's gonna lock in the ankle lock here. Smart ring awareness, keeping Avery away from the ropes, not allowing him to break it, but somehow getting his foot up to break that ankle lock and then locking in that headlock. These guys, they just keep moving.
Yeah, this is a battle, Tony. This is a war. I mean, like, think about the stakes that are here tonight. This is another Zarba Cup qualifying match. So these are two guys that want their spot in the tournament. Crowd knows it. The athletes know it. So we're seeing the maximum intensity out of these guys right now, and it's a treat.
Yeah, these are two guys that are out there on the independent scene weekend after weekend, working, wrestling, putting the hours in, putting the travel in. That was a hair pull right there. And they wanna be involved in anything they can to not only have gold around their waist, but also to have a chance at that coveted Zabra Cup. Those are some brutal, close-fisted right hands. Look at the pain on Billy Avery's face.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Tony. But these are, I mean, on top of just being excellent athletes in their own right and dedicated to the craft and putting in their time, they know how to give us a good show. And the fans are definitely giving us their appreciation right now for what we have happening in front of us right now.
Tonight at Omain Studios, a sold-out crowd, the fans very vocal about who they like, but more importantly, very vocal about who they dislike, catching him as he attempts that crossbody splash and lands a backbreaker. I think he's going for another one. Nope. Overhead slam. Smart ring awareness again, going for the cover directly. Very close to a 3 count, but Ref Major says 2 count only. Ironside does not look happy about that call.
Yeah, it was a bit of a tough one, Tony.
Look at that crowd. Look at that hot crowd. Billy Avery attempting to make his way to the corner, tag team style. Taking him off the ropes now, across the chest of Billy Avery. Look at him clutching his chest area. 2 count only somehow. Billy Avery attempting to get a little bit of energy, a little bit of love from the crowd as Ironside decides to do a little workout as these guys kicks now, stomping Billy Avery, pulling the hair. Ref didn't see it. No, the ref did see it, starting the count. Ref Major calling it right down the middle here tonight. This fair one-on-one matchup. Beautiful. Textbook suplex, hooking the leg, somehow a 2 count only. Billy Avery getting that shoulder up at the last second's time. This has been a fair matchup so far tonight on Shock. Bouncing him off the ropes now. Scooping him, slamming him, pushing him down. 2.5 count once again. So many close calls in this matchup, and he's locking in that ankle lock now. Once again, as I mentioned earlier, great ring awareness, keeping Billy Avery away from the ropes so he can't grab onto there. He can't break the hold. He has that ankle lock completely locked in. Billy Avery's foot at a 90-degree angle now. Legs, ankles, feet are not supposed to bend like that. How did Billy Avery muster the strength to connect that kick right to the head of Ironside? This is still anyone's matchup. Ref starting the count as these two men attempt to get to their feet. Huge clothesline right across the neck. Missing that clothesline. Connecting directly with the momentum from bouncing off the ropes. I've never seen a clothesline like that before in my life, and I've been involved in professional wrestling for a very long time.
Tony, can you say that a clothesline has gusto? Because I think that one had some serious gusto on it. That was quite impressive there by Ironside. Oh, plops into his back, and now he's got the
Copious
ankle.
amounts of gusto. Oh, locking it in again. And I believe that was the same ankle
He's
he had
torquing
it
the
locked
ankle like a
in
wrench.
earlier. More damage to that ankle. He's turning the whole thing straight around. The ankle's going to be pointing to. Oh my God! How's this man even still on his
Look out!
feet?
Look out!
Wow!
Oh, what a reversal by Billy Avery! Hold
Can
on,
you believe it?
Tony!
Wow!
The fans are gonna love this one. What a comeback win by Billy Avery! My goodness.
Quickness of Billy Avery, smart enough to get out of the ring after hitting that 1, 2, 3. Because look at Ironside. He's hit. Poor Billy Avery. I have a feeling we're going to see these two guys in the squared circle in the future. Coming up in May, Supernova Wrestling and Vortex presents Over the Edge. Follow Supernova Wrestling across social media for your information about tickets on how to join us live in May. You'll see many of the superstars you've seen on this. You may see me, Tony Jones. You may see Bailey St. Jacques. You may have an opportunity to see all of this action and all of these people up close and personal in May. Even though it's more Vortex related, Bailey, I am looking forward very much to Over the Edge.
It's just more Supernova Wrestling, Tony, and so we're gonna get a fun night no matter how it shakes out, and probably lots of really strong technical wrestling, especially with Vortex. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I hope everybody listening right now is excited. And I gotta tell you too, I think that the Zarba Cup picture has gotten a lot clearer after these matches. So I'm just continuing to look forward to see how it unfolds going forward.
Always a pleasure being in the booth with you here, Bailey. You have been watching Supernova Wrestling Shock. My name is Tony Jones, your favorite commentator. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us here on the live stream. I'm sorry that we ruined all of the microphones, but this hot audience here in Portland, they're so hot, they're so excited, they're ripping up the equipment.
Just part of the business, Tony.
What are you going to do?
Supernova wrestling in the spotlight. With every fall, with every climb, I'm eternal, defying